Time to know the news of the week. I'm Ria Fernandez. This is the MB Rundown. Labor Secretary Silvestre Bello III has ordered a total deployment ban of overseas Filipino workers or OFWs in Libya. This after the advice of the Foreign Affairs Department due to the escalating violence in the North African country. Earlier this week, United Nations Chief Antonio Guterres urged for an immediate halt of all military activities fighting in Libya. This is to de-escalate the rising military tension and prevent an all-out conflict in the Libyan capital, Tripoli. But Guterres' appeal was followed by an airstrike from the forces of rebel commander Khalifa Haftar, which targeted the city's only functioning civilian airport, Mitiga. It led the UN to cancel the supposed Libyan conference aimed at drawing an election roadmap towards the oil-rich country's smooth path to democratic polls. Libya has long been engaged in a power struggle which followed the fall of its former de facto leader, Muammar Gaddafi, in 2011. The country split into two administrations, Tripoli's UN-backed Government of National Accord and the eastern part controlled by Haftar. Catholic churches in the country are now ready for the observance of the Holy Week. Some church officials in Manila have already coordinated with the authorities to ensure the safety of the Catholic faithful who will join the week-long activities starting this April 14, Palm Sunday. The Department of Tourism also announced that several pilgrimage sites will be opened for public in the historic walled city of Intramuros. These include Manila Cathedral, San Agustin Parish Church, and the Guadalupe Shrine at Fort Santiago. Meanwhile, authorities have already placed all ports and terminals on heightened alert as a sharp increase in the number of passengers going in and out of the country is expected in the next few days. At least 13 locations in the country recorded heat indices at dangerous levels starting this week, according to State Weather Bureau Pag-asa. Health Secretary Francisco Duque III advised the public to remain hydrated and better stay indoors as hotter days are expected to sizzle this April. He reminded to drink lots of water and avoid going out, especially between 9 in the morning until 5 in the afternoon as much as possible. Duque said children and the elderly are the most vulnerable to heat exhaustion. Malacanang challenged critics to sue President Rodrigo Duterte over the alleged unexplained wealth. Prior to this, ousted Chief Justice Maria Lourdes Sereno said the president must explain his family's growing riches, as reported by the Philippine Center for Investigative Journalism or PCIJ. According to PCIJ's report, the president and his first three children's statements of assets, liabilities, and net worth or SALNs ballooned. It also said that some relatives of Mr. Duterte has unregistered law firms and undisclosed businesses. The president slammed PCIJ and said that whatever they make outside of politics is none of anybody's business. But the organization's executive director, veteran journalist Malu Mangahas, insisted that their findings were based on Duterte's SALNs and government records. She also said that they sent letters to the office of the president for the last 5 months to get Duterte's side, but to no avail. Enjoy your summer with the latest headphones and speakers from the world-famous brand JBL. These speakers and headphones are becoming more and more smarter as they have built-in Google Assistant and some even have an ambient-aware capability. More details from Hannah Tabios.
Beat the heat. That's the usual expression commonly used by millennials every summer season. But as they say, what is life without music, especially if you are off the beach? Worry no more as world-famous brand JBL has just launched their newest models of headphones, earphones, and speakers. They're more waterproof, true wireless, and smarter than any other brands, such as JBL Under Armour series earphones, which they collaborated with sports athletes. The React, Flex, Wireless Flash, and Wireless Train are the best buddies when at the gym or even swimming.
Some models or even our competitor launched their model, but you can only use for traveling. So this time, even if you're doing some activities or you're in the gym, you can use true wireless headphones, and it's waterproof. So you can water resistant, so you can also use in your active lifestyle.
Same goes for the JBL Endurance Pick, which is perfect for those who want to entertain calls hands-free. Meanwhile, the JBL Live and Tune series almost share the same specifications. The newest models have longer, prolonged battery life. In fact, 15 minutes charging time is enough for a 2-hour use. And there's no need to manually type commands on your mobile phones, as these have built-in Google Assistant. The brand also launched the JBL Junior Pop, which highlights attractive features, perfect for child's ears and ease of use.
So JBL does not just speak of good sound, but it's more than good sound. It's a brand that is full of life, full of young youth, and cinematic life experiences.
This is Hannah Tabios for the MB Rundown.
Meanwhile, these are the other top news of the week.
The number of poor Filipinos has dropped based on the latest statistics on poverty incidents. According to Philippine Statistics Authority, the poverty incident fell to 21% in the first half of 2018 from 27.6% of the same period in 2015. The government attributed the decline to its efforts to improve social services. A federal court in New York City has ordered the distribution of the settlement proceeds from the ill-gotten assets of the Marqueses, amounting to at least $14 million to martial law victims. Each victim will receive about $1,500 or 78,000 pesos starting next month. But presidential spokesperson Salvador Panelo, who is also chief legal counsel, says the Philippine government has the last say on the matter. The Supreme Court permanently stops SM Baguio from cutting down and balling trees at Luneta Hill for its small expansion. However, the decision is without prejudice to the mall giant's filing of another application for an environmental compliance and certificate, according to the High Court spokesperson Brian Keith Osaka. The planned construction sparked protests from various advocacy groups since 2012.
Let's take a quick recap of the MB Rundown for today, April 12. Labor Secretary Silvestre Bello III has ordered a total deployment ban of OFWs in Libya amid the escalating violence there. Catholic churches are now ready for Holy Week activities starting on Palm Sunday. DOH advises the public to keep hydrated and stay indoors as extreme heat continues to sizzle the country this dry season. Malacanang challenges critics to sue President Duterte over the alleged unexplained family wealth. And world-famous brand JBL launches its latest waterproof headphones and speakers. And that's the MB Rundown. I'm Ria Fernandez.